$2,000. That's the number that has the entire country buzzing because former President Trump just announced that Americans could be seeing payments of at least that amount. And ever since that announcement dropped, everyone's asking the same question. Is there any chance this money lands in your bank account before Christmas? Right now, millions of people are searching the internet trying to figure out what's real, who would qualify, and when or if these payments might actually go out. Social media is blowing up. Some people are already planning to use the money for holiday gifts, others for overdue bills, but there's one major detail hidden inside Trump's announcement that completely changes the story, and most people haven't caught it yet. We're talking about potentially over $300 billion in payments to American households. One of the largest direct payment programs in modern history if it happens. But there's a huge mathematical problem hiding behind the scenes, a problem big enough that it could decide whether you ever see a single dollar. In this video, I'm breaking everything down for you: the actual numbers, the legislation, the timelines, and what Trump's team is really signaling behind the scenes. By the end of this breakdown from Financial Future, you'll know exactly where you stand and what you can realistically expect. Before we get into the details, hit subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss updates on stimulus news, financial policy, and every money move that affects your wallet. Trump posted on Truth Social that Americans would receive at least $2,000 per person, excluding higher income earners. That got everyone's attention immediately, especially with grocery prices, rent, and gas still painfully high. Trump himself said the checks will not arrive before the holidays. Instead, he said the payments would likely come sometime next year around mid-year or even later. So unfortunately, if you were hoping for Christmas cash, that's officially off the table. Where is this money supposed to come from? Trump says the payments would be funded through tariff revenue, basically taxes on imported goods. Sounds simple, right? Except the math doesn't match the promise. 163+ million Americans filed tax returns last year. $2,000 each would cost about $326 billion. But total tariff revenue collected so far? Around $200 billion. New tariffs have generated roughly $120 billion. That's way short. Even with income limits, say under $100,000, economists estimate the total cost would still push close to $300 billion. So where does the rest come from? Trump's team argues that tariffs are projected to bring in $3 trillion over the next decade, so the checks could be paid using future revenue. But that's risky because it's essentially borrowing money the government hopes it will collect later. And those projections can change quickly if tariffs get challenged or trade policy shifts. Congress has to approve this, and that's a huge roadblock. Here's something most people don't realize. Trump cannot send these checks on his own. Any direct payments require congressional approval, both the House and Senate. And this is where things get messy. There's no emergency like the pandemic that pushes lawmakers to act fast. Some Republicans are pushing back, saying tariff revenue should go toward reducing the national debt. Others worry this could increase inflation. So there is not guaranteed approval, not even within Trump's own party. Who would qualify? Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent suggested payments would go to working families making under roughly $100,000. But no official definition of middle income or low income has been set. Using national income data, middle class income ranges from $56,000 to $167,000. Median household income sits around $84,000. So depending on where lawmakers draw the line, millions could qualify or millions could be excluded. And right now, no official bill exists, so nothing is locked in. Other proposals already in Congress. Senator Josh Hawley introduced the American Worker Rebate Act, which would also use tariffs to send out payments. $600 per adult. $600 per dependent child. That means a family of 4 could get $2,400. But that bill has been stuck in committee for months. Trump's proposal might revive interest, but it could just as easily turn into political theater with no checks ever going out. Could this increase inflation? A lot of economists say yes. Injecting hundreds of billions of dollars into the economy when we aren't in a recession could push prices higher again. Research on pandemic stimulus suggests the checks added about 2.6% to inflation. So the $2,000 you get could end up costing you more at the grocery store, gas pump, and in rent. This is the part nobody campaigning ever talks about. Scammers are already moving. Whenever there's talk of government payments, scammers jump in fast. If you receive a text, an email, a message asking for your bank info to process your stimulus, it's 100% a scam. The IRS will never contact you like that. Stay alert. The realistic timeline. Based on how long previous stimulus packages took, and without a national emergency to speed things up, this process could take many months. Analysts say the earliest possible window would be mid to late next year, which perfectly matches what Trump himself hinted. Maybe not a coincidence. My honest breakdown. Here's what this really looks like. 0 chance of money before Christmas. If payments happen, they may be smaller than $2,000 or strictly income limited. Congress must approve it, and that's a massive uncertainty. Even if everything goes smoothly, summer or fall next year is the earliest realistic window. This whole situation also shows something important. People are still struggling financially. Inflation may have slowed, but prices didn't go back to what they were, and Americans feel it. That's why these announcements get so much attention. So what should you do? Stay informed but stay realistic. Don't count on money that isn't approved. Don't fall for scams. Don't plan your holiday spending around this. If it happens, great, think of it as a bonus. But plan your finances as if it won't. Your turn, I want to hear from you. Do you think these payments will actually go through? Or is this just political talk to get attention? Would you rather see direct payments, or use tariff money to lower the national debt? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm genuinely curious what the financial future community thinks. If this breakdown helped you understand what's really going on, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more clear financial updates that actually impact your life. Thanks for watching Financial Future, and I'll see you in the next one.